she and her husband had changed things, and over half of that $10 billion was going to go to philanthropy. They do tend to postpone the decision. So I tell these people I call, the last will is what counts. But I tell them, if I'm talking to some 70-year-old, I say, do you really think your decision-making ability is going to be better when you're 95 with some blonde on your lap or now? So let's get on board, fellas.
And I assume that convinces them maybe the 70-year-old decision's better at that point, right?
Well, Bill is not a trivia. Bill has gotten people around the world because he travels more than I do. But what we're hoping is people do pick up on norms. I mean, when I was young, I read about Carnegie and Rockefeller and different people. Bill did too. And you do pick up behavior from those who come before. And we've collected letters from every one of these people. They're up on our website at thegivingbudge.org. And I think they're worth reading. They're pretty remarkable. And of course, what we really want to do is get the younger people, like Mark Zuckerberg's joined us, for example. And he obviously is going to appeal to a much wider group than I would. So we hope it becomes, this gospel of wealth that Andrew Carnegie came up with 100 years or so ago. That's influenced all kinds of people. Well, we've got better stories than that, on these letters. So I just hope it moves. Now, I want to emphasize one thing. Nobody in our group has given away $1 that in any way affects how they live. I mean, I have the much greater admiration, frankly, for the person who drops $5 or $1 in a collection plate on Sunday, where it makes a difference in whether they go take their kids to a movie or whether they go eat out or something of the sort. They are actually giving up something that has utility to them. I am giving up nothing that has utility to me. I have everything in the world I want that can be bought by money. So I have a whole bunch of stock certificates. They have no utility to me, and they can possibly have enormous utility to other people in vaccines or education or all kinds of things. So people that give up something that actually can have utility to their family and give that to some other person so it has utility to them, those are the people I really think deserve the kudos. But it's still nice to go where the money is. I mean, it's the Willie Sutton approach. So if we can work on polio or something like that, and it takes big contributions, then we want to go after it.
So, I mean, the unique part of what you've done is with Bill and Melinda and their foundation, and on the one hand, how you're doing it, and secondly, that you've gone and said, whatever the number will be, but almost all your wealth.
All my Berkshire wealth.
And so talk about the Gates relationship and why you chose them as opposed to creating your own foundation or something.
Well, originally my wife and I planned when we were in our 20s that when we had everything we needed, we would use the rest for society. And I thought she would outlive me. She was younger and women live longer, and then she died in 2004. So I had to come up with a different plan.